What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on FNGR stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, today's video is a really amazing video because we have pure evidence of market manipulation, and despite the fact that I caught this movement to the downside to the tick, I have to say that this price action was unexpected for the majority of FNGR holders. And I will show you my due diligence regarding this asset and regarding this recent price action. And I will show you how you can protect your capitals during these type of movements. So, and let's start with the price chart first of all. And I have to say that I made my previous video right here at this very point, and I've told you that because of its previous structure, most likely we have to see another leg to the downside that potentially might land at the ranges of around $4 or slightly below this level. And guys, my assumption is based on my experience and is based on my technical skills, technical analysis skills. And I have to say that technical analysis is a very powerful tool if you know how to use it, because it gives you a knowledge of which potential outcome is the most probable one. And at this very point, I've told you that despite of the anticipation of S3 statement from FNGR, my main assumption from the technical standpoint was that we have to see this leg to the downside. And guys, I want to tell you, and I want to make a disclosure that I don't have FNGR stocks. I never had any position on FNGR, neither on the long side nor on the short side. My main goal is to teach you how you can use this type of analysis in your favor and how you might be profitable over time. So, and let me show you what was the reason of this harsh movement. As you can see, the volume of this drop is extremely high. It is the highest volume basically for from the very beginning of this year. It is the highest one, and it was the result of the short sellers report. And guys, it is quite interesting, but let me show you this. If you Google FNGR stock and short sellers report, you will find this document that was made by Capybara Research company, and it is a quite a long report. I didn't have enough time to make a thorough due diligence on this report, but I highly suggest you to subscribe to Richard Hoffman's YouTube channel, Not Legal Advice, KNOT, and he published this live stream video with Little JR, where they explained in details what are the problems of this report and what are the signs that this report was made intentionally to push this asset lower. And let me give you my 2 cents. So if you take a closer look on the capybararesearch.com website, you will see that it is not the most advanced website. It has just a pretty generic main page. If you click on the reports button, you will see that this company made just 3 reports. First report was made back in, let me show you, somewhere in 2020. Yes, on August 19, 2020. Second one was made on July 16th of this year. And the third one is the report on Fingermotion. But guys, let me show you this very interesting detail. First of all, this website was created on July 16th, 2023. And this means the only report that was published right here is this report regarding Night Scope Company, KSCP. And the previous report, let me show you, that was published on August 19th of 2020 is another hit piece, because let me show you, first of all, they said more problems at Night Scope, supplemental to our initial report. But you cannot find any additional reports that was made prior August 19th of 2020. And on top of that, right here you can see the document that was made in 2022. How it is even possible that report that was made in 2020 has the information regarding the future events that so-called happened in 2022. It doesn't make sense. On top of that, this report cannot be published on this date because the website itself was made only this year. On top of that, guys, let me show you another interesting detail. Previous report regarding KSCP stock was made on July 16th, and it is also a bearish short sellers report. And let me show you this company. If you try to find it on tradingview.com, you can see that around July 16th, right after this report was published, the asset, the price of this stock dropped down, and it never recovered since this point, and it lost about 67% of its value. On top of that, guys, this report was published at the very top of its price action, where the indicators were extremely high, were at extremely overbought condition. And this means most likely this asset should go lower. But remember one simple statement. If the company places its short sellers report at the very top, it means that they want to manipulate the stock price. Because if it is just a generic short sellers report, it should be placed somewhere in the different spot of its price action. But when this company published its short sellers report at the very top of the price section of underlying asset, this means they want to manipulate this the price, and this means someone is hiding behind the scenes. And the next very important point, let me show you this. They chose a very specific date. We know that right now markets are deeply in red, as you can see. And on top of that, the overall sentiment of the market is quite bearish. And on top of that, technical analysis on FNGR stock shows you that potentially we have to see another leg to the downside. And guys, I am not the only person who saw this pattern, and I am not the only person who knew that potentially we have much more chances to hit low price targets. Why nothing is guaranteed in trading? Because we have to see some kind of catalyst on the certain asset in order to push the price in the certain direction. And when this process has started, definitely it will go by itself to the certain direction. And this movement to the downside that broke the previous swing low shows that potentially we are forming this C wave. And definitely I have to say that if we switch to 5 minutes time frame, you can see that this is very harsh movement to the downside without any retracements, but it broke the previous swing low, and this means we don't have any obstacles on the way down of FNGR stock, and that is why most likely the price action to the downside will continue. But definitely we have to see a bounce, at least a short-term bounce to the upside, to unload its indicators. Let's take a look on 30 minutes time frame. We already have this movement, a bit spike to the upside, but I think this structure doesn't have the completed formation, and this means we might see another leg to the downside. So guys, how you can protect yourself against this type of activities? First of all, do proper due diligence. And definitely for now, on the greater scale, if you zoom out to a daily time frame again, we are still in this phase where we might have the trend reversal out of the golden pocket range. And if it happens, definitely the price target for this asset will be much higher than I will show you in another video how you can identify these price targets. But in general, we are still in line with this technical analysis, and we have very good chances to see this trend reversal. But the short-term movement definitely was manipulated by some major companies or major individuals. And I have to say that this report is written in a very unprofessional language, and it has a lot of mistakes, factual mistakes in it, and this means it is just a hit piece. I cannot I cannot find any type of definitions rather than the hit piece article. and that is why you have to be very cautious with the position, and do not be in a hurry. Do not try to catch the movement, every movement of certain assets. Market will reveal itself, and where you have a lot of signs of potential certain movement, definitely you can enter your position. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad.